What's happening? This is Joshua Boetsi and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Right, so thank you very much, Yok Pushkin, for sending me the article which shows that Groupon are now in fact selling Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury for the WBC and lineal heavyweight titles in Los Angeles at the Staples Center in United States of America, of course. So Groupon are now helping trying to shift tickets. Clearly StubHub and all the other ticket sites and whatever else that is not doing enough. They're not selling the tickets, even though basketball sells out, even though football sells out and baseball sells out, WWE sells out weeks in advance. And quite a lot of boxing matches do also. But yet the so-called biggest fight in the world over the last decade, as some have called it, has only just hit 7,000 tickets. And this is, of course, according to a guy who was on the Boxing Voice one day last week, about midweek time, which I did a video on, of course, where he sells tickets for a living. He's been doing it for like 20 years, okay? And he buys them and then he resells them to make some profit. He's a ticket tout, okay? And he's a big Deontay Wilder fan. And he said that 7,000 tickets so far is very, very good and could potentially hit 10 to 12,000 on the night out of a 21,000 seater arena. Now, that is terrible. To be honest with you, I said this to you guys before, that this is like phase one, and all boxing events do it, and football and whatever here in the UK, where you you release a section of tickets. As soon as they get sold, you then sell another batch, then another batch, to hopefully hit full capacity. That's what they want to do. They want to hit full capacity of 21,000. In fact, Deontay Wilder was very confident that it was going to hit the full capacity of 21,000. It was going to sell out. Not only that, the pay-per-view would hit 2.5 million pay-per-view buys. Some delusion right there, but if it does, hey, congratulations. Now, I hope, not only do I hope that Tyson Fury is going to wipe the floor with Deontay Wilder and bring the WBC strap back and show everybody the journey that he's come from where he was unified heavyweight champion. He went on a depression, real severe depression, put on so much weight and get back to the top of his game by dethroning Deontay Wilder, by releasing Sophia, that WBC title, from the grips of the hostage situation of Deontay Wilder. I hope Tyson Fury does it big style, but I also hope that he has got a guaranteed purse going into this, and this isn't just going to be a percentage of whatever it makes. Because if it is, he's not going to earn too much by the looks of it so far. Ultimately, we don't know about pay-per-view buys. And people say, well, why do we care about ticket sales? Well, we care about ticket sales because it kind of goes to show your value. Because a lot of people say, well, Joshua, he should come to America and fight Wilder. That's where the money is and blah, 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 blah. And I've been telling you guys, no, it's not anymore. The UK is. The UK is where arenas get sold out. Okay, UK is where pay-per-views hit sky high. In America, everything's expensive. The pay-per-view for Wilder vs Fury is allegedly $85. Where here in the UK, it's going to be, what, £20, I imagine? The ticket prices, again, for Los Angeles are probably double the price of what a Joshua event is. From the cheapest to the highest. They're like double the price. But yet they say that by selling on an even full capacity of 21,000 is more than what Joshua would do at Wembley for 90,000. Come on now. Not even close to it. Not even close to it on the gate. Okay, now for Groupon to do this, I'm not greatly familiar with Groupon. I have heard of them when I used to live down south before I moved up north to Newcastle again. Down south, my company used to do like promotional things with Groupon. So they will give you an account, you get like a code, and you get like this. You can pretty much buy whatever you want, like electrical goods or whatever it may be. You can buy them singularly, you can buy them in bulk for real cheap prices. It's like an online market stall is what it is. Okay, and you can get some real bargains on there. So for Groupon to take over or help with the ticket sales, it's a little bit iffy. It really is. I mean, this is like marketplace. I mean, fully expect at some point to have the market stalls open in Los Angeles. Come and buy your tickets, 2 for £1. You can almost guarantee it. If not, they're going to be giving them away in the door. And again, you see a lot of people say, but in America, we don't buy tickets. until the day of the fight, the week of the fight. What a load of rubbish. Even plenty of Americans who come here into my comment section tell me that is a complete load of rubbish. That is just an excuse. Because listen, there are plenty of Brits flying over to Los Angeles to watch this fight. If these guys can do it, and you guys in America can sure as hell do it. If you're a big Deontay Wilder fan, you can do it. Your only excuse is you can't afford it. The channels who don't go over there, that's purely because they want to do the the post-fight reviews to try and get some extra subs and views. That's what they want to do. That's more important to them than watching Deontay Wilder live. But I'm going to buy the pay-per-view. Well, the thing is, nobody knows you're buying the pay-per-view. For all anybody knows, for all Deontay Wilder knows, if he follows your channel is you're illegally streaming it. The only way to be in his good books is by turning up. You don't really have an excuse, do you? We don't buy tickets until the day of the fight. Well, that would be... You're not confident that this so-called mega fight is going to sell out. Or you're just not bothered about the fight. That's the only reasons that it could possibly be. For anybody who wants to buy the ticket last minute. Because for us here, if we want a ticket, we need to get them as soon as possible. ASAP. That's what you need to do. Because the tickets will sell out, you cannot get a ticket anymore, therefore you cannot go to the event. So if you're going to be waiting for this one till like the last minutes, listen, this isn't a last minute budget airline here to try and get a cheap holiday. It doesn't work that way. If you're confident that this is a mega fight, then you must be confident it's going to sell out. And if you're confident it's going to sell out and do very, very well, then you need to get your ticket. If you haven't got your ticket, that means you're not bothered about the fight. You know it's not a legitimate fight. You know it's not. I want Tyson Fury to win with all my heart. But I don't believe it's going to happen because I think it's too early for him. And people within the boxing game, fighters, say the exact same thing. But other people say it's different because you still view him as the same guy who beat Vladimir Klitschko. He's not the same guy. Even fellow professionals say he's not the same guy. He can't be. Okay, so people know that. And for anybody who says that, we're going to buy it last minute, it's laziness. So for Groupon to get on here, hey, listen, Groupon's fine. There's nothing wrong with Groupon. But this goes to show how badly the tickets are. This is the online market store. You get things cheap. Now, they are selling them as part of a fan exchange. You have to read into it, and if I can, I'll drop the link in the description box so you guys can have a little look at it yourself. But ultimately, I think that if Groupon are going to get in on this one, fully expect like eBay to get in on it, and Amazon and Play and whatever else is online. I don't really purchase too much online, but I mean my wife does. My wife will know all this damn stuff, really. Nearly every day I get a knock on the door from a postman with some package or whatever. Anyway, so for Groupon to be getting involved in helping sell the tickets, you've got to be, if you're a fan of this, you've got to be worried that this is going to look real bad. This shows that your guy Wilder is not popular at all in the United States of America. He's not popping. He's just not popping at all. Not even close to it. Not even close. Derek Chisora and Dylan White sold 13,000 tickets in the first 9 hours. First 9 hours. 13,000. Already at that point, which is how many? 6,000 more tickets. At that point, they probably made about as much money as what Wilder Fury have just on the gate. Because as I said, in America, things seem to be almost like doubly expensive as far as tickets go and pay-per-views and things like that. So if people are buying Dylan White for Derek Chisora in a fight that allegedly nobody wants to see, right? Allegedly, well, a lot of tickets have been sold. And it wouldn't surprise me if this thing sells out way before Wilder versus Fury. And it's a real shame. It really is a shame. But ultimately, Wilder isn't popping. This is why Brits should not have to travel to America. Because the money isn't there. What's Joshua going to do? Fight Wilder in a half-empty arena? Because you guys say, nobody knows Joshua in America. Yeah, okay, fine. Nobody knows Wilder either. And this is proving it. So what's Joshua going to do? Turn up to what? A damn house party and have a fight with him? Because the amount of people that turn up isn't worth it. Just isn't worth it. So anyway, Groupon are now in on the act. So you drop your thoughts below about it, click that thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.